is that the universe is in us.
Hey guys, Diehl Games here, and no, this is not some weird alternate reality. I am actually back on the Diehl's Gap server after a couple-week break, and I think in this episode what I want to do is I want to talk at you for a little bit about what's going on with the server, what I've been doing, my new computer, stuff like that. So I know I've talked to a lot of you in Twilight Survival about the computer and stuff like that and what's going on with the Gap, but I'm going to say it here as well because I feel like my main subbase, wow. My main submace is mostly here to watch the Diehl's Gap server, so I figure this will probably be the best way to go ahead and get my point across about the server. I'm going to be doing some mining while I do that. I'm going to go grab some stone. Actually, I need regular stone. I think that'll look better. But we've got this texture pack with our screwed up spiders and endermen. That's great. And I'd like to start off by saying the reason I haven't been recording is simply because I have not felt like recording on the Gap. I just haven't felt like doing it. I'm sort of bored of playing it on here. We need the new map, which will be coming in 1.5, and I'll get to more on that later. Why did I take so much? I don't need this much. Okay, that's better. But I'm getting bored of Season 2. I want Season 3 as quick as possible. And the reason we're doing the new map is because in 1.5 they're adding a new ore to the nether, which is going to be quartz. And it'll be used for several different things, I assume. And we need a new map because otherwise our generation would be screwed up and we would have to walk ridiculously far to actually get any of this quartz in the nether. And we don't want to have to do that. So that's why we've gone ahead and decided, or actually I made an executive decision and said that we were going to be getting the new map, and I'm hoping everybody's okay with that. I know there's some people who aren't really fond of the idea, but it's just something that's got to be done because obviously we don't have to go ridiculously far in the nether to go get something as simple as quartz. So yeah, that's my position on that. Let's see, will that work out for the roof? I think so. Yeah, that'll be okay. We will just continue down from there. I'm doing some mining so that I can get more cobble for the wall and such. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about? Let's see. What I've started doing is I'm opening up the server more. Is modding the mod? I don't know what he's talking about. What does he mean by modding it? I have no idea. We'll wait for a reply on that, but what was I just talking about? Gosh dang it, I have a terrible memory when it comes to this stuff. I have no idea. Oh yeah, I'm opening the server back up to people who want to join, so it's mainly going to be for those who can record, but if you think you'd be a really good candidate and you can't record, that would be okay as well, but I would prefer that you are able to record. I'm just flattening it a little. I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, is it my mob spawner? It must be. The one that I built a while ago. Can't think of any others that are around there. And that one I have is pretty efficient. And continuing on. God, I can't speak. Continuing on with opening up the server. It is open on Planet Minecraft, and that is where you have to give your applications. You can also add Reed Diehl on Skype, R-E-E-D-D-I-E-H-L, spelled just the same way as my channel name. Well, not exactly the same, because that's just Diehl Games. It's Reed Diehl, R-E-E-D-D-I-E-H-L. That's it. And I am doing a terrible job at this commentary so far. I'm sure it will improve, because I don't think it could get any worse than this. But if you would like to apply, everything that you need to know is available on the PMC page. And I don't know if you guys can see this in the recording, but there's this weird thing that I've been seeing recently on blocks where I see flecks of color on the edges, like flecks of sky, and it's really strange. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's weird. Put those guys there. there, I guess. I have no idea how the spacing is going to work out for this. Hopefully it works out well for the torches. But if you'd like to apply, all the requirements that you will need to know are available on Planet Minecraft. You can look at them there. You can send me your application directly on Skype. I would prefer that you have a mature voice, simply because I'm trying to build a community of more mature people. If you have like a squeaky voice or anything, I would prefer you waited maybe a couple of months until your voice got a little deeper and then maybe apply. I don't really want to sound offensive with that, but it's just something that can get on people's nerves. And also the maturity thing as well. That's important because I want you to be able to interact well with the other people who are already on the server and in the Deals Gap group chat on Skype. So, preferably a more mature person. You got to be good at building or good at redstone or something like that, or you got to be really entertaining, because I would like you to be able to fit in well with everybody in the on Skype and be able to talk to everybody, because the server network is basically all about building friendships and building our communities on YouTube. That's a big part of what this server is. It's about linking each other on YouTube and stuff like that to try to get each other more subs and more views and stuff like that. It's not like it's not a server just dedicated to getting views for people's YouTube videos, obviously, or subscribers or anything like that, because I created this big network, and it's sort of become a place where people can share their videos and get their stuff out there more readily. That gravel is floating. Oh, wait, no it isn't. Gosh dang it. I hate it when this happens. Oh. Okay, sure. Why are you still floating? Stop it. I don't like it. Maybe it's because I destroyed it too quickly. It doesn't like Siri's shovel of awesomeness. If you're wondering why my shovel is called Siri's shovel, it's because Ceres, or is it Siri? I think it's Ceres, C-E-R-E-S, is the Greek god of the harvest, and I thought that would just be something cool, because when I first made my pick, I made it Vulcan's pickaxe, and that's just sort of become something that's stuck, and everybody knows what it's called and everything, which I think is sort of cool. I've created a brand in my pickaxe. Oh gosh. I did... My sword is Ares' sword. Ares is the Greek god of war. And the reason I chose the Greek gods is because I am a Latin student. I could have done the Roman gods, but I honestly prefer the Greek for some reason, probably because I read Percy Jackson, which is a fantastic series, by the way, if you haven't read it. Very, very good. The mythology isn't correct sometimes, but it's still a very good series, and I enjoyed it a lot, being a Latin student. Okay, and I hear water somewhere, and I wish I could turn on cave mapping, but I don't want to change the server's MOTD. Oh, hello. Water right under here. I hear lava as well. This is a good thing. Oh. I bet I've explored here. No, I haven't explored here. Wow. That's surprising. And a zombie with a shovel. Hello. Boop. He dead. Oh, villager with a sword. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Probably not so well now. Come on in. Water's fine. Mine. I will take your delicious flesh and consume it later. Yum, yum, yum. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I'll talk about the new computer. And I don't believe... I may have talked about it in a Deals Gap video, but the reason I didn't get the video of me actually doing the build was because about halfway through, everything was going fine, and I knew that something had to go wrong, and that something was that I actually had the CPU mounted into the socket, and then I was putting the heatsink on, and I had never installed an AMD heatsink before. So I realized, oh, the heatsink isn't lined up properly, I haven't put these clips on right. So I removed the heatsink by pulling it up to try to reposition it. And what I ended up doing was actually pulling the CPU out of the socket by the heatsink. Oh, creeper. Where you at? Uh-oh. That didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Probably that. Do I have blast protection? Probably do. Nope, okay. Ow. Stop it. No. Bad. Oh no. Oh, okay. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Crap, crap, crap. Ew. Wow. Okay. That's fantastic. I thought I was a goner for sure, and then when I survived, I thought, oh, okay, I am dandy here, nothing bad can go wrong, and then all of a sudden I'm practically drowning in it because I can't get out. Oh god, that was scary. Ooh, this is big. I should have brought my bucket with me. Oh, hello. Hello. My Diminati friends. Check for mobs, make sure I'm not going to get taken out while I'm doing this. The giant nerd pole of death. What are they talking about? Wasn't paying any attention. Gosh dang it! I was holding shift, I swear. That's aggravating. I'm gonna have to repair my armor again soon. Ugh! This is not going well. Oh man. Oh man. But like I was saying with the computer, so I lift up the CPU and it fell because I was holding it by the heatsink. And it bent a ton of the pins on it because unfortunately AMD... Really? Do diamonds really have that low of a blast resistance? Wow, that sucks. Okay. Well, AMD still has their pins in their CPUs, and a bunch of those pins bent. So then my dad and I had to go through it for about half an hour and try to use pins or like sewing needles and tweezers to try to fix all the pins, and that really sucked. So I figured I'd better just go ahead and stop instead of continuing the tutorial because it was getting late at that point. I wanted to have my computer get together or put together so I could record as soon as possible. And I just went ahead and finished up the build. And wonderfully, oh, lag while I'm loading up some chunks. Nothing, I didn't have any issues with getting it to work or anything like that. I did have to reinstall Windows. But it was, yeah, in general, it went very smoothly. It went really good. I'm very happy with the build. I'm using the AMD AM3 Plus platform for the CPU. Or for the, for the CPU. The CPU model is the FX 4170, which is the second gen 4-core FX processor. And it's really fast. It allows me to render very quickly, and I can render and record at the same time, which is really cool. Because I have not only a crossfire setup on my graphics cards, so I have two graphics cards linked together, and then I also have a third graphics card, which can power my second monitor while I render with it. So basically, I have one card that'll do all my rendering for me, and two additional ones to play games on, which is it's a great setup. It works really well. And those cards are, if you're curious, a 6870, a 6770. And a 5450, so they're all three of them AMD cards, because I like the easy overclockability. And since I went with both an AMD CPU and GPU, right in their Catalyst software, I can... Why did that shoot me so far? Jeez. And where are all these mobs raining from? Dang. It's a lot of freaking mobs. How's the armor doing? Not too great. The helmet's about to break. I don't want to break that. Crap. Where are you coming from? And why are there so many of you? Oh no. Oh no. Getting closer. Okay. That ended him. Man. So many mobs. If I had a bucket right now, this would be so much easier. So very, very much easier. I could actually use this coal. I'm going to take this. Quite a bit of iron, which I will take for no apparent reason. I think I already have a ton up there, I just want it. Any other diamonds around? Probably not. Or that freaking creeper blew up the only ones around. Gah! How did I know this would happen? On fire, getting blown up. Is this that fire that just won't go off? Okay, finally. Now that that horror's over. Horror, not horror. Horror. Oh, there we go. I want to at least have some Diminods to show for this journey. I could have gotten a lot more if that creeper wouldn't have just destroyed those. I bet there's a ton more down here too, because this is a big cave. I was actually hoping to do branch mining, but I'm still collecting quite a bit of cobble in this process, which is good, because it's less boring than just doing branch mining. Keeps you guys entertained and allows me to collect that delicious cobble, which I require. Okay. Don't ask me why I called the cobble delicious. I guess it's tasty. Oh. I bet that spider's gonna be jumping on me now at any second. I am full of arrows. Gosh. I've been brutalized. And I am out of torches, which was sort of a poor judgment on my part, and I gotta figure out some way to get back up to the surface. Let's see, I guess I can use one of those ravines to my advantage. Let's eat some food, get the regen going, because God knows I'm gonna fall into lava at some point again in the near future. Oh! Oh! Why? No! Fine, I'll go back. Just let me. That needs to go. Okay. The source of my problems is gone. Let's see, any more Diminods over here? Not that I can see. But we're going to have to do a lot more exploring in here. This is going to need some serious exploring. No! Okay, slime's making a ruckus. Bat. Okay. If you keep making me go, I'm gonna have some sort of seizure or something. Or an aneurysm. I think that's what it would be. I get another creeper there. Where are these mobs coming from? It's like they're just... like they're coming out of thin air, which they actually are, because this is a game read. But it's like they're dropping from the ceiling or something. Where did I come from? Uh-oh. Give me that EXP. Where do I go? No! No idea where to go. I'm so very lost. Give me your EXP so I can use it to make some armor. Oh no. Oh no. Chunk lag. No. Is it this way? This could be promising. That's where I was before. Maybe if I head this way. This would be a really cool area to have like a base or something. Like an evil lair. I could do an evil lair down here. That would be cool. Under the castle. Let's see, what direction? I need to head in this general direction, so... let's just tunnel our way over there and see if we can find that original ravine. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Holding shift the entire way there. This pick can keep up. Let's get some iron. That was not smart. I could have fallen straight into lava. Not that it really matters, but still, it could have happened. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that just because I hate the water so much. Oop, could this be the correct direction? I was here a minute ago. Oh, have I found it? Have I? No, creeper. Creeper coming. Creeper coming. There we go. If only I had had the foresight to bring some ender pearls. Ow! God. There's a lot of mobs here. Okay, that's where I found those diamonds. I just safely drop my way into the ravine, which is over here. And I shall pillar my way up and use the cheaty way to get out. Haha! Bye, suckers. You can't defy gravity like I can. Well, I guess this isn't technically defying gravity, but I am holding, like, several hundred cubic meters of stone in my hands or in my backpack or whatever. And I don't think a normal person could do this, so I guess I'm just super strong or something. Eat the potato. I'm gonna come up in the middle of the ocean. Yep. What the heck? Oh, it did that thing where it didn't work properly. Oh no. Oh, okay. Don't drown, Reed. Don't drown. Then I gotta head this way. And there's my castle border. We'll do a little bit of wall putting up today, and I may end this episode sort of short because I'm not really sure what else I have to talk about. Let's see, what could I talk about? Oh yeah, I want to tell you guys, if you have not checked out Twilight Survival, definitely go do that, because I think that's probably one of the best series I've done in a long time, even though I've had to do some cheating as of late to accomplish certain things. I still think it's a fantastic series, and I think you should check it out, because it's very good. Been liking that one a lot. I've really been enjoying playing it too, so I've already done I've done several hour-long episodes, which you don't see from me in that short string of time, but I'm really enjoying Twilight Survival. And if you have not checked out Ace of Spades, you should also check that out too if you're a Minecraft fan, because it is also an 8-bit game. I think it's 8-bit. I don't really know how to define graphics, but I'm fairly sure that that's an 8-bit game. And it's like Minecraft, but it's an FPS. So you can both build, you can break blocks like you normally could, and there are different classes with different weapons. Like I play the sniper because it seems to be the one that I'm best with. Let's go ahead and put those guys in there. Oh, blutoids. Okay, so we got some bows that we can put together. Any more bows? Last call for bows. Oh yeah, look at that 10% bonus. Uh-huh. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little walling for this episode. Alright, and in Ace of Spades, you have the, I guess the machine gunner, or maybe it's the, I don't know what it's called. And he has a rocket launcher for the secondary, and the primary is a Vulcan minigun, which you have to spin up, which I think is pretty cool. That should go. Alright, should I do this in doubles? Yeah, I'll do it in doubles. And I've been working on these little tower things as well. Be doing more work on those, and those will eventually turn into full towers. Oh, you're pretty armored up. He's got an enchanted helmet. Look at him. And then, let's see. They have the marksman, which uses a sniper rifle and a pistol secondary. The pistol is really crappy. And by the way, this game is available for the low price of $10 on Steam. And somebody informed me recently on one of my Ace of Spades videos, or my only Ace of Spades video currently. Episode 2 will probably be out by the time you're watching this. But the company that bought Ace of Spades and released it on Steam is actually the company that owns RuneScape, which was a really popular game when I was in 5th grade or so. And I think that's just a cool piece of information to know. And they adapted one of the maps from RuneScape and actually turned it into an Ace of Spades map, which I thought was pretty neat. So you can check that game out for yourself. The third class is the Rocketeer, and they have the jetpack, which allows them to fly, which I think is pretty neat. and the SMG. The SMG used to be a lot more powerful. It's not as powerful now. It got nerfed a while back in the beta. Oh, there we go. And by the way, there are no dedicated servers currently as far as I'm aware, so be warned. For a while, you may not be able to play with your friends. Let's see. Or you can't play on your own server with your friends. You can obviously play with your friends just by using the servers that they host for you, but there are no dedicated servers. Fourth class is... Or I didn't finish talking about the Rocketeer. They've got the SMG, and I believe their secondary is the pistol as well. Don't quote me on that. The fourth class is the Miner, and they have the shovel, which allows them to dig super fast, and it's also a 2-hit kill if you can manage to hit somebody with it. And they can also build quite quick as well, which is neat. So everybody has a different job. What Reed and Kyle like to do when we play that game is they just try to like take out and destroy the other team's base and sometimes mountains, should the situation arise. Let me get back up here. Boop, boop, boop. Personally, I love to take people out with a sniper because I've gotten really good with it, and I can hit no scopes even though there's no reticle. It's really fun. So I would definitely recommend you check that game out. If you buy the game by my recommendation, then go ahead and tell me in the comments, add me on Steam, and I will play a game with you. It's just, I like the game that much that I'll offer sort of a promotion for them, for people who will buy it. I'm not getting paid to do this or anything, obviously, because I'm not big enough to be networked with a company like Jagex. But I really enjoy it, and I would love to play with subscribers in that game sometime. So we'll hop in a server. We can play whatever game mode you want. Just let me know that you've got it, and I will gladly play with you. So it should be. Hopefully, some of you will buy it now that I've given that recommendation, because I feel like now the servers are sort of underpopulated, and I think a lot of people that were playing it before the release of the full game are now no longer playing it simply because they don't have access to their dedicated servers, which kind of sucks. I can understand why they would want dedicated servers. But hopefully they'll be coming back soon in the near future, because I would love to play on some dedicated servers with some custom game modes and stuff like that. Let's see. How's the wall going to look after I'm finished with this? Okay. Ba-doom, ba-doom. I want to make it so that there's absolutely no way that mobs can get in here. That would be my end goal. And I'm not doing it as uniform as I was when I started off, and that's just because I think it'll give it that cool sort of, I don't know, sprawled out look. And I think that looks cool, so that's what we're going with here. I'm running out of cobble already, and boy does it go fast when you are using an auto clicker. Okay, so just walking around in this circle, I've barely gotten anything done on it, and I've got about a stack and a half of cobble left. Oh man, I got some work to do. That one's finished. Okay, we continue on. Oh, that looks a little short. Okay, extend that. That ought to work out. Let's do a quick survey and see how everything's looking. Okay, I'm liking the way that's turning out. I think it could get a little thicker towards the top, but I'm really liking the way that it sort of curves up the mountain and follows its track. And I'm really liking this. It looks like it makes everything divided. That looks cool. I feel like I could carve a little section out there and maybe make that look a little better. Let's see how that'll work out for me. What's the easiest way to do this? Get a piece taken out of here. Oh, wrong place. No, I ruined it. It's broken forever. Maybe one more piece in here. Is that what I'm looking for? I think that'll make it look good. And I think as the wall progresses, I'm going to top it with something. I'm going to add blocks to it in random order. I may put symbols on it to indicate, I don't know, a certain, what would it be called? Like a family crest or something like that to show my kingdom. I guess that's sort of what this is, and I think that's a cool idea. And I'll have eventually a palace up on the hilltop over there. And as you can see, I made that tower. I'm not sure if the tower was in my last video. I don't believe it was. But I just laid out a stone tower, and then it sort of has a corkscrew made out of 4 of those like spinning rods of stone. And I think that looks really cool. That ties it together really well, makes it a little less bland, though I think I may replace the stone with another type of block at some point. And I think up here what I'm going to do is this will be the main palace area here, and then it'll run off of here, and it'll keep what's it called, parallel with the ground there. And it'll come down, and then there'll be a big support beam like right there with a big curve in it. I'm not sure how I could really show that. Let me see if I can throw something together real quick to show you what that's going to look like. So just imagine this continues. There'll be a big support in the middle of the tower right there. I'm sorry, this is sort of hard to do in small scale. And then this will come down. This will obviously, this arm right here, this will extend over to somewhere over there, and it'll be thicker as well. This tower will be bigger. And then there will be a nice curvy shape to connect this beam to its arm. And I think that should make it look like it really has some support to it. And then there'll be another room on top of that that big beam right there. And I think it'll look really cool. It's, like I said, pretty hard to explain what I want to do just in the small scale with this tiny amount of blocks. But we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the return episode to the Deals Gap server. I'll be seeing you guys later. Deal Games signing out. Oh, forgot my recording stop key. I had to change it.